Winning the right to marry didn't happen overnight. 8 couples endured a long court battle to be able to say, I do. Correspondent Dawn Ennis caught up with one of these couples who's still rocking and rolling after 40 years.
Welcome, everybody, to American Jukebox. I'm Garrett Stack, here with you for the next couple of hours as we play the music of the baby boom generation. And on this edition of American Jukebox, we're going...
When Garrett Stack isn't spinning songs of the baby boom generation, here on American Jukebox WMNR, he's at home with his husband, John. That's where they're reliving their history and Connecticut's.
We were one of the people that made marriage for same-sex couples possible in the state of Connecticut.
Stack and his husband, John Anderson, are retired educators who joined 7 other gay couples in 2004 suing the state for the right to marry. Their court battle dragged on for years, but they won.
We were finally able to get married after all the work with the courts, and we did. We had our official wedding here in the church in Woodbridge.
In Woodbridge, yeah.
The United Church of Christ Congregational. And that was July 10th, 2009.
We had no idea when we met, and we kind of clicked immediately.
So tell me your love story. How did you two meet?
I'd love to tell you that story. I was in an education conference in Washington, D.C. in the summer of 1980. And I'm all set for the week-long conference. I arrived on a Sunday, and on Sunday night I decided to go out to a Washington, D.C. gay bar. So I did, somewhere about 8 o'clock at night, and I walk into this gay bar, and I have a wonderful time. You know, I'm just enjoying being there, and a song came on the jukebox, a wonderful, beautiful song that I loved. It was called I Should Have Never Let You Go by Neil Sedaka and his daughter, Dara Sedaka. It came on the jukebox, I melted, and during the song, I looked over to my left and I saw that face. And when I saw that face, I said, behind that face, this is during the song, behind that face is a wonderful person, I can just tell. And after the song was over, I went over and I said, John, oh no, I said, I just had the most wonderful fantasy about you during the song.
And he said,
what song?
What song?
And I said, oh God. However, we started talking, and we were talking, and I do believe in love at first sight.
this July, Garrett and John will mark 42 years together, rarely apart after all this time.
When he was in Florida for 6 weeks, I decided not to go this time.
You must have missed Gary.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 2-3 days. But 6 weeks is just like...
It was the longest we've ever... And
Yeah.
boy, did we miss each other.
Yeah.
And when we came
Yeah.
home, it was like, oh, this is so nice.
Yeah.
So nice.
As they showed us around their beautiful home, John pointed out the one chair he no longer sits in for his own safety.
The other part of the reality is that it's not all peaches and cream. There were instances in my teaching from my principal and teachers and students that were really nasty. I was asked by Amity High School here in town to write a column for the school paper, which I did. I got death threats on my telephone from kids that I'm sure were Amity High students, you know, with nasty F-word stuff and stay out of our school, away from, and they left messages on the machine, so I, of course, called the cops and let them listen. And I used to sit in here at the dining room table with my back to the window. That was just where I sat. I was afraid to sit there anymore. There was a price to pay, is my point. It isn't all roses. But as Gary also said, the liberation is fantastic.
What's your advice for the younger people who are watching this?
One, be who you are. Accept and love yourself. Come out as soon as is possible. Don't hide it. Don't suppress it. There is a wonderful life out there for you when you decide to be yourself.
I feel like a pioneer in the state of Connecticut, and I'm thrilled over that. I feel proud over that, and I'm glad that I did it. And I know that the younger people have an easier life because of it.
You want to give me a kiss?
Do I have to?
Yeah.